Hello, Wendy. Good morning and welcome one more time.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Wendy. Okay, we are going to start with unit number 12. Okay, actually, this is the last unit of this cycle of intermediate. So, the name of the unit is Telling It How It Is. The main grammar on this one is reported speech. Have you ever seen this grammar before, Wendy? Reported speech?
Yes, teacher. I remember, for example, when I report, other people say, she told me only this.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Yes, when we talk about reporter speech, we try to say what someone else said, but we have to change the the tenses. And we have to change all the tenses. So, for example, we have this one. She said she was a student. So we use the simple past. How do you think was the things that she actually said? She said she was a student. What do you think were the actual girl's words?
It's
Said,
about the
Yeah, tell me, Wendy.
it's
Sorry.
about the past, teacher. She was a student.
Okay, but what were the exact words she said? No, we're just reporting here. Reporting what she said. But what are the actual words? What did she actually say?
I am a student.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Well done, Diana. Hello there.
Hello.
No, the actual words were I am a student. So we report these. We usually change from simple present to simple past. She said she was a student. And we don't use I'm anymore because we're not talking about ourselves. We're talking about her. So we change subjects. Now we continue with the next line. We have she asked me what I was doing in London. This is the question in reported speech. For any of you, what do you think the real question was? Or the actual question was?
What are you doing?
Yes, that's
What
right.
What are you doing in London?
Very well. What are you doing in London? Okay, these were the actual words. We're just trying to report. And finally, we have she told me she arrived on Monday. What do you think is the no? Where were the original words? She told me she arrived on Monday. What about this one?
When
What were
when she arrived,
no, because it's not a question.
She could be she arrived Monday. On
No,
Monday.
because she told me, so we have to say what else?
She arrived.
No, no, don't she? Because
I
this
am
is
her.
something she said. Not exactly, but this we have to say the actual words she said. So she
She
doesn't say she says
she stay
I.
here. Could be she stay
No,
here. No.
no, you can use she because she said this. So if I say something, I'm not saying she because it's I. I, and then what? No, you have to imagine that you are telling something someone else said. So the other person didn't say she. She said I. Okay, I arrived on Monday. It's past, it's simple past, so it changes to past perfect. Okay, I arrived on Monday, and we say what she said. She said she had arrived or she'd arrived on Monday. Okay, so this is reported speech. Have we seen reported speech before together? Or this is the first time? I don't actually remember. Have we seen this? Yes, no? Do you
To
remember
me,
this
it's
topic?
my first time, teacher.
It's your first time. Okay,
Yes, my
Wendy. What
first time.
about the others? I don't know. How about the others?
The
Have we
first
seen this topic?
two.
What is a
Oh,
report
let's first
speech?
Yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Okay, so reported speech is when we say what someone else said. Okay, like when you tell someone that someone else said something. So we report it. Okay, they're not our words or our thoughts. They're someone else's. Okay, so this is reported speech. Now we're gonna check closely to this grammar. Okay, so tenses change on reported speech. It's the complicated thing is that we have to change everything everything on the grammar according to the person's word. For example, so the use. Now we use reported speech to repeat what someone said. Okay, we repeat what someone said, but we don't use the exact words. We have to change them. When we're reporting in the past tense, the verb usually moves one tense back. Okay, so this also applies to report thoughts or feelings. Now, we usually change from present to past. Like if someone says, I am here, I report it like he said he was here. And we usually don't say here, we usually say there, okay? Because we are not here anymore. Or present perfect go into past perfect. I have seen it. He said he had seen it. From past to past perfect too. I went there. He said he had gone there. Okay? So these are the usual changes in reported speech. So the use is just to repeat what someone else said, but we're not using the same words. And we have to change the grammar of the statements. Okay, so this is basically reported speech. Is this clear? Yeah, the idea is clear.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, the idea, at least the idea. Okay.
Sure. The
Tell me.
reported speech is when other people say in the present, but when you say these words, you change in the past, yes?
Yes, if someone
Okay.
says something in present, you have to change it
Okay.
into simple past. Okay?
Okay, okay. Okay, teacher.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's similar to in Spanish, right? When we say, for example, a friend says, I don't know, I am happy today. When we tell this to someone else, we say, he told me he was happy. No, we don't usually say, oh, he told me he is happy. No, we usually change the verbs into another tense, like it says there, one tense back. So present to past, present perfect to past perfect, past simple to past perfect. So this is the table of changes, so it's easier for you to remember. On direct speech, we use from simple present to simple past. Like, Mark, I don't know any good jokes. Simple past. He said he didn't know any good jokes. We change from simple present, I don't know, to past simple. He didn't know. From present progressive to past progressive. For example, Nathan says, I'm designing the company logo. Nathan told me. So we don't say I'm because we are not saying this. Like, I am not Nathan, so I can say I. I have to change it to the subject according to the person who said this. So if Nathan said this, the one or the subject is he. He was designing the company logo. I'm designing, he was designing, from present to past. Now we use from simple past to past perfect. Lucy said, we lived in Lima for 5 years. She said, they, because if I say we, I'm including myself, and I didn't live in Lima. She's talking about, I don't know, her family and her or anyone else. Okay, so we change we into they because she's talking about someone else and her. So she said they had lived in Lima for 5 years, from simple past to past perfect. Now from present perfect to past perfect too. Tommy says, I haven't seen the new logo, and then we change it into he said he hadn't seen the new logo. Okay, it's a negative, it just changes into negative from present perfect to past perfect. Be going to changes into was or were going to. I'm going to get a loan from the bank. He said he was going to get a loan from the bank. Will changes into would. We will get a last minute vacation. I told him we would get a last minute vacation. Okay, now, we don't use quotations, okay, and all the tenses change. Okay, now, is this table clear? Are you getting it? Is this clear for
Teacher,
you?
I
Tell
have
me.
a question. When I use told and when I use say.
Oh, it depends. If the person says on the sentence, they usually put she says or he told me. Okay, it depends on the context, on the sentence you
Ah,
have.
I can
Yeah,
use both.
yeah, because you
Okay.
can also use Mark explained, Mark told me, Mark said to me, Mark asked me. Okay, the verb can change because not always it's a sentence. Sometimes it could be a question or it could be an explanation. Okay, so the verb can change. So there are the most common verbs. He said, he told me, he explained to me, he asked me. Okay. Now, do you have any more questions? Is the topic easy or do you think it's confusing or difficult? What do you say about it?
Difficult.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult because the tenses change and some words are gonna change too. Okay? Because like this is not happening anymore. There are some things that are going to change. For example, time expressions and the proper subjects. So we have to try to analyze the statement. Who said this? Oh, Mark did. So I say he. I can say she. Or I can say I. No, because I didn't say this. It's the difficult part, okay, of the report speech. I will send you this table right now. I will upload the material. I think I haven't done this with this material. I haven't changed the logo. I will change it and then I upload the material. Okay. Now this is it. Just wait a second, please. So I'm sending you the table. Okay, so you have it right now and you can already check it. Okay, there it is. Now let's continue. Modal verbs can change. Some modal verbs, not all of them, can change. However, other like should and might remain unchanged. Must can either stay as must or change to have to. For example, some modal verbs, not all of them, okay, can usually changes into could. She can type well becomes he told me she could type well because could is like is like a form of can in the past. So that's the reason we usually change it. Now from will to would. I will do it becomes she told me she would do it. Or may can change into might. He may go there becomes he told me he might go there. Okay, so these examples may be changed. Okay, and it's also said that must can remain the same, or sometimes, if we want to emphasize, we can change it into had to. Okay, but the other ones are not going to change. Okay, so some of them are going to change. Is this clear for you, or do you have any questions? Yeah, everything okay? Everything clear? Okay. If you have questions, you just tell me, okay? Now, time expressions. Sometimes, or most of the time, we have to change subjects, as you can see, time expressions, place expressions, or other words. So, direct speech. Some pronouns are going to change, especially the ones with I or we. Okay, they can change. Now, time expressions usually change too. Today usually turns into that day. Tomorrow, the next day, yesterday, the day before, next week, the following week, now, then, last week, the week before, last Sunday, the Sunday before, or tonight can change into that night. Place expressions like here change into there, and words like this turns into that. Okay, because everything is in the past. So we can't say type expressions like this. No, everything changes because we're not telling this. If I don't know, if someone tells me something yesterday, Tuesday, if I tell this on Saturday, I can say yesterday because it's not Tuesday anymore. Okay, so I have to change these time expressions so it's clearer when it actually happened. Okay, so this is the table of time expressions. And of course, about reporter speech is that we have to memorize all of this information, okay? We have to memorize this, and okay, that's it. Do you have any questions about it? Everything clear? Okay,
Miss,
now,
in the case when
uh-huh.
the pronoun is in the case when the pronoun is we and report speech, which one use?
You can change into we usually states like we, or sometimes if you are not included, you have to change it into they. Okay? For example, if someone is talking about when she mentions we and it's talking about her family or someone else related to her family, you can include yourself. So you can use we, you have to change into them. Okay?
Okay,
Is it clear? Yes, yes. You have to
yes,
analyze
Miss.
what the person is trying to say. Yes. You have to change it. Okay. Now, I don't know, any more questions? I know this is kind of complicated, but mostly we have to memorize how it works and how the tenses are going to change. Okay. So, any more questions? Not for now. Now, exceptions. There are some times where the tense is not changing. It says if the reporting verb is in the present tense, the tense it is reported clause remains the same. For example, uh, sometimes in simple present, okay, for example, we usually say said, he said, or she told me. But if the reporting verb, no, if we start with says, that is a simple present, it's in the present, we don't change it, okay? So if the person says, I am here, we just like, we say this like a quote. He says, I'm here. Okay, this is just like a quote. Or I live here, he said he lives here. Okay, so this is sometimes exceptions. So this is especially when the tense remains on present simple. Okay, but it's not very common to find this kind of examples, but anyway, it's better that we know this one. Okay, so this is only when we have the verb, the reporting verb in present simple. Now, say versus tell. It is uncommon to use say with an indirect object, okay? Instead of using tell, which always requires an indirect object in report or speech. For example, she told me the news. Many verbs are more descriptive than say and tell, such as explain, promise, invite. They're all the verbs that we can use here. Okay, we don't just use say or tell. We can use, as I was saying before, we can say explain, we can say promise, admit, complain. Okay, there are other verbs that we can use. So not necessarily say or tell. Now, it says that it is more common to use tell when there is an indirect object, okay? When we are going to mention an indirect object, it is more common to use tell. Now, now some verb patterns. Different verb patterns exist for report and speech. So this is kind of the usual grammar. Now we have a verb with somebody and infinitive, like he told me to go. Remember, we're using object pronouns always. Verb plus infinitive, she promised to help. Or verb plus that and clause. He explained that, and then we try to say, or we say the things the other person said. Now, let's practice with this. Okay, I already gave you the information. So we have some statements from number 1 to number 8. You have to change these statements. Okay, change the statements into reporter speech statements. Okay, so I'll give you some little time so you can check the table and you can actually report these ones. Okay, so I'll give you I don't know 2 minutes and then we'll start checking. Okay, so let's try to do it. Paola, hello there, good morning. So tell me, this person says I can live on my basic salary. How can we report this?
Yes, she say that she couldn't live or her basic salary.
Yes, very well. She couldn't, but just notice the pronunciation. It's live, okay? When we talk about the verb live, it's live, and the noun with F is life, okay? Very well, Paola. Now, Diana Cordova, number 2. I'm going away tomorrow. What? How do we report this?
Okay. Mark said, he said, sorry, Mark said he was going away tomorrow.
The next day, remember? Time
Okay.
expression. Yeah. Like tomorrow changes. Okay, put on Diana.
Okay.
This it was pretty well. Sheila, number 3. She will drive Mary to the airport tonight.
Okay. He say he will drive Mary to the airport tonight.
Okay, but this is she because he's
Sí, she
already
would.
saying she. Yes, he's not
Sí,
saying I. Now
sí,
she would
sí, sí.
drive.
Pensé que era
Yes.
he, leí
No,
mal.
no, no. It's okay. It's the morning. That it's she would drive, and instead of tonight, we say that night. Okay, Sheila. Now, Tanya, hello there. Can you continue with number 4? You can keep this cold because I'm not cold. Her boyfriend said,
Mm, he he could give his coat because he wasn't cold.
okay, yeah, she could keep that coat because he wasn't cold. Okay, very well. Now, Liz, hello there. I didn't steal the money.
My,
The boy said,
the boy said he um, he wasn't till the money.
it, no, to past perfect, remember? To past perfect.
Mm,
From
mm,
simple past to past
haven't-
perfect.
he haven't stole the money.
Yes, that he hadn't stolen the money. Okay, that's better. Now, Marjorie, we have number 6. We went to the cinema last week.
Okay, a ver, we went. Uh, mm, 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 I, yes, sorry. Mm. Sue said she
No, she's saying we.
they
Yeah.
with or we.
No, no, they. She said they.
Mm. They um I don't know, miss.
Remember from simple past to past perfect. They, and then past perfect.
They have they had they had went to the cinema.
Gone, gone, gone. Past perfect, remember?
They had
Past
gone to the
perfect.
cinema.
Yes, but we didn't say last week. Do you remember what do we say? Check the table. Last week changes
A ver.
into
Last week is the week before.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Well done. The week before they had gone. Okay. Well done, Marie. It was okay. Wendy, the sales are starting tomorrow, she said.
Okay, she says, the sales were starting tomorrow.
But not tomorrow. We changed tomorrow into.
Today?
No. Check the table.
Yesterday. In the future?
Are you checking the table? Check the table. Tomorrow changes into.
Tomorrow. The sales are start tomorrow. Is the sentence, okay? So
Yes,
empezará. She
yes,
said,
but
we're
check the table of time
starting.
expressions.
Mm, I don't know, teacher.
But do you have the table? ¿Sí revisaste la tabla? La que les envié.
Yes, but which is the picture? I don't remember exactly the table.
It's the second one, okay?
Okay, okay. I think only change the verb. Change all sense, no? In the
Um,
tomorrow, yesterday.
Time
Okay.
expressions, yes, time
I didn't see this
expressions.
teacher, sorry.
Okay, no problem. Yes, some time expressions and some words
Okay,
change.
okay. Good.
Okay, yes, the sale will start in the next day. And finally, Paola, again, please, I will do the essay now.
She say that she wouldn't do the essay then.
Yes, that's right. That she wouldn't do the essay there. Okay, very well. So this is reported speech. It's kind of complicated. Okay, it's kind of complicated, but we're going to continue practicing so it's easier. Okay, now let's just try to practice with a little activities. Just wait a second, please. Just wait. I'm putting this.
Miss, can you put please one moment to take a screenshot?
Oh, okay, with all the answers.
Yes, Miss, please. Can you
Okay,
please?
yes, a second. Yes, just a second. It's not responding. Okay, there is.
Thanks, Miss.
Okay,
Teacher, in my case, can you put the table? I didn't see,
yeah,
please. Please.
there are two tables. Okay, this is about the time expressions, and then we have the other one. Okay, tell me when you're ready. When you already take the screenshot.
Yes, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, just a second. Now we have a video quiz. Let's- Okay, so we have a video quiz. Let's pay attention. Oh, it doesn't start. Okay, it's loading. Just a second, please. Just a second, please. I think it's a little slow, the connection. Okay, I think the video is not working. I think it's too heavy. Okay, so maybe we're going to try it later, okay? Because I don't want the connection to fail and I don't want to interrupt the class. Okay, so this is it. So this is reported speech basically, okay? And so we were talking about this one when we started the class, but now everything is plain and I think it's clearer for you. Just a second, please. I will try to share my screen again. I just okay. So we have we were checking this statement. No, student, what are you doing in London? I arrived on Monday. Now we have some reported thoughts. Okay, what were my actual thoughts? It says I thought she worked in an office. What would be my thought? What do you think? What do you think it could be? For example, it could be I think, because we're not saying thought, we change it into present simple. If everything is in past simple, we go back into present simple. I think she works in an office. Or what about I knew I'd seen her somewhere before? How do we change this into direct speech? How do we change it? Any idea?
Yeah, could be I know I have seen her before, somewhere before.
Yeah, that's right. I know I've seen her. And finally, I wondered if she'd phone me. What about this one?
It could be.
How do you think? Yeah, tell me, tell me.
It could be, teacher. I am not sure. I wonder if she comfort me.
No can because you're not using could. But I wonder if this is past perfect. Oh, so go back. Past perfect goes
She
into
she have.
yes. If she or oh, it's a contraction of would. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not a contraction for had. It was a contraction for the would.
Would.
So would
Ah, okay.
changes into will. Yes. I thought it was had if she had phone. Oh no, it doesn't have the D. Yeah, if from will to would. Okay, sorry, my dog. So I wonder if she'll phone me. Okay, this D doesn't go here. Okay, just a misspelling spell. Okay, so this is reporter speech. So this is a starter, and now I read it in the papers, reporter speech. This is the kind of information we can report. Now everything we see on the news, or maybe things we read on the newspapers, on digital media. So we have this. We have an article. Okay, complete the article by reporting the words and thoughts from number 1 to number 10. Okay, so these are the thoughts. For example, you have bought a pink Nissan Figaro. So we change it and it's had bought. Do the same from number 2 to number 10. Okay, rewrite it into reported. I'll give you some little time and change all of them into reported speech. These are all the forms. I'll give you 2 minutes and then we check together. Okay, so check it. Paola, please read number 2, the whole statement.
Mr. Neil 36 say that they couldn't understand it.
Yes, couldn't understand it. Okay, well done, Paola. Now, Diana, what about number 3? She explained.
Number 3, teacher.
Yes, please, number 3.
Okay, she explained that she um, she she is on the next yesterday.
But it's notice is simple past. Simple past goes into past perfect.
Ah, okay. She had been.
Yes, had been. Okay, past
Yeah.
perfect. Yes, that's better. Now,
Okay.
Sheila, what about number 4? Sheila, do you have number 4? Or Tanya, what's number 4? No. Liz, do you have number 4? It says, I didn't buy anything.
Okay, teacher. Next the day before, but she hadn't bought anything.
Yes, very well, but she hadn't bought anything. Yes, that's it. Well done. Now, Marjorie, number 5, we have, I'm so happy.
Number 5, bien, okay. But in the no hay como que un globito del 5. I have
Yes,
to do
I'm
it.
so happy. I'm so happy. Here, can you see it?
Ah, sorry. Lo había agrandado. Sí, I'm so happy. Okay.
Okay, it's okay.
Ah, ya. Ya que he. A moment, please, miss.
No
I
problem,
have
yeah.
um. They he had gone.
No. Oh, it's present. It's present. It changes into past. So,
I present. It is simple present, no, miss.
yes, it's simple present.
He said could be he didn't.
No, because it's saying I'm so happy.
He were.
But we don't use were with he. There is another form.
He was.
That's right. That's better. That he was. Okay, very well.
Okay.
He was so happy. Okay,
Um.
Marjorie. Yes, that's it. Okay, just a second,
Yes, miss. I
please.
have to practice more. Sorry.
Yes, okay, yeah, we have to check the grammar. Now, number
Yes.
6. Yes, it's difficult, but you're going to learn this. Okay, so just try to memorize it. Wendy, number 6. It says you'll soon get a big surprise.
Okay, number 6 is you wouldn't. You will soon get a big surprise.
We would soon. Yes,
Yes.
very well. We would. Okay, well done, Wendy. Now, Raquel, hello there. Good morning. So tell me number 7, please.
Miss, I have a question.
Yes, tell me.
Sorry, in the number 6 could be I remember when it's will you can you can put have to or will to or no.
No. Will changes into would. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
The
And
one
where
with
is
had to, must.
one is when the change from have to and must?
It's for must. Sometimes you can change it into had to. Okay,
Yeah.
because it's talking about an obligation. Yes.
Yeah. Have to must what another? Only this.
No, only must. Yes, must to had to.
Okay,
Or
Miss.
have to have to. Yes. Okay.
Okay, perfect, Miss. Thank
Okay, Marie. Raquel, number 7, please.
Hi, Miss. Was joking.
Jack, okay, Jack. Sorry, can you repeat that, please? He says Jack, he's joking.
Uh,
Jack,
that was joking.
yes, very well. He was joking. Okay. Jessica, hello there. Good morning. Number 8, please. I'm pretty sure he knows my password.
Okay, number 8. He knew her password.
Yes, very well. He knew her password. Very well. Paola, number 9, please. There has been a mistake.
Number 9.
Yes.
And her husband John 37 on the zero of the car and is planning that there that there that there had been a mistake.
Yes, had been from present perfect to past perfect. And finally, Diana Gutierrez, hello there. What about number 10? I'll advertise the car again.
Okay, teacher. Fortunately,
Sorry, can you repeat that, please?
he saw the funny side and said
Mhm.
he will advertise the car again.
Notice it's using will,
He will he will
but
so
no.
he will
Will,
see sorry. He will
will
see
changes into would, remember? Okay, will changes into would. Okay,
oh,
Diana, you
okay.
haven't been on the explanation of report or speech, right?
Sorry, teacher.
You
I can
haven't
understand.
been on the explanation about report or speech. Yes, no.
No, I just entered now.
Oh, okay. If you can later when we finish, try to review the class. Okay, because it's report or speech is a kind of complicated grammar. Okay, where we try to repeat what other people said, but we change the words. Especially we change the grammar tenses. Okay?
Okay. Okay, teacher,
Okay,
thanks.
Diana. It's okay. Yeah, I'll upload the material later because I have to make some changes. Okay, now that's it then. Okay, so this is a story of a 3-year-old who sold the family's car, or at least try to solve the family's car. Let's just listen all the answers and let's check.
Unit 12. Tape script 12.1. I read it in the papers.
Look, Mum, I've bought a car on eBay for £9,000. A 3-year-old boy used his mother's computer to buy a £9,000 car on the internet auction site eBay. Jack Neal's parents only discovered their son's successful bid when they received a message from the website. The message said they had bought a pink Nissan Figaro. Mrs. Neal, 36, said that they couldn't understand it. She explained that she had been on the net the day before, but she hadn't bought anything. Jack kept telling us that he was so happy and that we would soon get a big surprise. Mrs. Neal from Sleaford, Lincolnshire, thought Jack was joking. He often used the computer, and she was pretty sure that he knew her password. Her husband, John, 37, phoned the seller of the car and explained that there had been a mistake. Fortunately, he saw the funny side and said he would advertise the car again. Mr. Neal has told Jack to be more careful, and he has asked his wife to change her password.
Okay, so this is the reason we have to be careful with children and cell phones. Okay, so this is the story of this boy. He bought a car, actually, and with her mother's credit card. Okay, so this is very dangerous. Now let's continue. This is a story. Now, here are Mr. Neal's words to Jack and his wife. We have to report this. Okay, we have. You've got to be more careful, son. In this case, Jessica, how do we report this? You've got to be more careful, son. How can we report this?
Sorry, miss. Here.
How do we report this one?
Miss, sorry, but I don't understand this.
Oh, you haven't been on the explanation either? Yeah, okay. So we have to change the words. For example, especially we have to change the tenses. Okay? So if you were using in this case now present perfect, you have to change this into past perfect. Okay? How would you change this into past perfect?
Uh, in the past perfect. Mm, Mr. Neil told Jack to be more careful.
Okay. Yes, he has told Jack. Okay. Mr. Neal has told Jack to be more careful. Okay.
Ay,
This is it.
gracias.
It's okay. Okay, now, Raquel, do you think you could change your password here? How do you think is the reported? According to the article, how do we, or does any of you remember how do we change this in the article? How is this reported?
I
In this
remember
case,
this.
okay, in this case is he asked his wife, okay, he asked his wife to change her password. In this case, we're using infinitives, okay, and this is being reported using infinitives. He asked his wife to, and as we're using to, we don't change anything else, okay? Now, this is according to the article, but this, number 4, we are going to report these ones. My dad is very clever, his mother said. Mrs. Neal said her son was very clever. Do the same from number 2 to number 8. Okay? Report these ones. I'll give you a moment and then we start checking. Okay. So, Wendy, we have number 2. He usually plays computer games, she told me.
Number 2, Miss.
Yes, please.
She usually plays computer games. She told me he he often played computer games.
Yes, that's right. He usually
Okay.
played. Okay, well done. Marjorie, number 3. I bought a computer for my work, his father explained. Marjorie, do you have number 3? No. Or Liz, can you tell number 3?
Mm, 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 I mm, I buy the computer for my work.
Okay, we start. His father explained he,
He bought the computer
but
for
it's from past simple to past perfect, remember?
he had bought the computer for his work.
That he had bought. Okay, yes. His father explained he had bought.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yes. Tania, number 4. I will use eBay anymore. Mrs. Neal decided.
The phone.
Yes, number 4.
Mr. Neil decided he won't use eBay anymore.
That Mrs. Neal decided. What else?
Decided he won't use eBay anymore.
But it's a she, that she. But do we have to change want? How do we change will, remember?
Mm, don't or
Will. How do we change will?
Willn't use.
Yeah, she wouldn't use. Okay.
Wouldn't.
Yes,
Okay.
remember from will to would. Okay. Now let's continue. Sheila, what about number 5? I don't know how it happened, said Jack.
Okay, Miss. Jack said uh, he he didn't
Yes.
he didn't knew how it happened.
Gideon, no, not new.
Ah, no, yes,
Yes,
porque
it
está en
goes to
pasado,
simple
ya no
time. Yes,
necesita. Sí, sí, sí.
that's right. Okay, well done, Sheila. Diana Cordova. Number 6. I've always liked computers, he told reporters.
Okay. He said he mm, have he have mm, mm, he said he had always liked computers.
Yes, he had always liked computers. Okay, well done, Diana. Now,
Okay.
Diana Gutierrez, number 7. Please tidy your room, his mother asked Jack. Oh, Diana Gutierrez, it's okay. Paola, number 7, please.
Number 7. Um, his 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 mother asked Jack to tidy his room.
Yes, that's right. Okay, he asked him to tidy his room. Okay, well done. Now, Jessica, what about number 8? Go and play football, his father told him.
Okay. His father told him uh, uh, to go and play football.
Yes, that's right. Okay, very well. So when we give instructions, as you can notice, we don't change the instructions. We just add to before, and we remain on the verb. Okay, on the verb on the base form after to. This is when someone is trying to give instructions, and we report the instructions. Now we're going to listen and check. Just listen. Let's remember we're staying until 9:20. Okay, just half an hour more.
Tape script 12.2. 1,
Mrs. Neal said her son was very clever.
2,
She told me he usually played computer games.
3,
His father explained that he had bought the computer for his work.
4,
Mrs. Neal decided that she wouldn't use eBay anymore.
5,
Jack said he didn't know how it had happened.
6,
He told reporters that he had always liked computers.
7,
His mother asked Jack to tidy his room.
8,
His father told him to go and play football.
Okay, now let's continue. Now reported questions. Just a second, please. Just a moment, please. So now we're going to check some reported questions, okay? And match the direct questions and thoughts to numbers from number 1 to number 7 in the article. Okay, for example, we have all these questions. In number 1, we have what was happening. Okay, so it's just the same from one tense to another one. Okay, so you're going to put all the questions in the right place from number 2 to number 7. We already have number 1. When you place the question, you have to change it, okay, according to the reporter speech rules. So change them, please. I'll give you a moment. Okay, so Paola, what is the second question?
The second question is no one know who he was, he said.
No, no one knew where the money came from, he said. Okay, and now, Sheila, what is number 3?
Number 3, passerby Eleanor Morris say, I wondered, has there been a road accident because the traffic was at a complete standstill?
Okay, but you have to report it, okay? If there had been a road accident. Okay,
Okay.
you have to change. Yes, we do the same. We change, okay, into the next statement, into the next tense. Now, Diana Cordova, what about number 4?
Number 4, flower seller Catherine Thomas saw the man who was wearing a red Welsh rugby shirt. I asked him, do you know
Do you know?
do you know the man?
Okay, but in this case is why he was giving away all his money. Okay,
Okay.
that's number 4. Tanya, what do you think is the next one? What do you think is number 5? No, or at least they have number 5.
Yes, teacher. Police asked Godwin if she knew the man. If she knew the man. I told them I'd never seen him before. He certainly wasn't from around here.
Yes, very well. He knew the man. Okay, well done. Now let's continue. Marjorie, what about number 6? No, or Wendy, do you have number 6?
Teacher, number 6.
Yes, please.
I have the answer in the number 6. Could we? Number 7, teacher. Could we?
No, number 6. Oh, you don't have number 6.
I don't have the answer. Number 6, only 7.
Okay, no problem. I'll call you again for number 7 then. Jessica, do you have number 6?
Number 6. He refused to tell us why he did it.
Why he'd done it, okay? Why he'd done it. And yes, and finally, Wendy, house number 7.
I think is were you going to arrest me?
Okay, if we're going to arrest him. Yes, that's it. Okay, very well. So, let's just listen and check, please.
Tape script 12.3.
Man throws away £20,000 in town centre. A mystery man started a riot in a busy town centre yesterday by hurling £20,000 in banknotes into the air. Traffic was stopped at 11 a.m. in Alexandra Road, Aberystwyth, Mid Wales, as money rained down from the sky. Local shopkeeper Anthony Jones, 55, said, "I couldn't understand it, so I asked my neighbour what was happening." They saw people on their hands and knees grabbing money. "No one knew where the money came from," he said. "They were just stuffing it in their pockets." Passerby Eleanor Morris said, "I wondered if there had been a road accident because the traffic was at a complete standstill." Flower seller Cadwyn Thomas saw the man, who was wearing a red Welsh rugby shirt. "I asked him why he was giving away all his money, but he didn't answer. He just laughed." Police asked Cadwyn if she knew the man. "I told them I'd never seen him before. He certainly wasn't from around here." Dyfed-Powys Police later confirmed that a 40-year-old man from Aberystwyth had been questioned. "He refused to tell us why he'd done it," a spokesman said, "so it's a complete mystery. He wanted to know if we were going to arrest him, but giving away money isn't against the law."
Now, explain a little bit about this one. Now, as you can already see, these are questions. Do you notice a difference, or did you notice a difference between reporting statements in affirmative or negative than reporting these questions? Did you find it different? Or do you think it's just the same? What do you think? Did you notice any difference by reporting affirmative or negative statements from reporting questions?
Add if, teacher?
Yes, okay, sometimes we add if, okay, especially on yes or no questions, okay? So when we report a question made by someone else, we can say the question like it has been said originally, okay? For example, if someone says, "Are you going out later?" I can say, "Tom asked, are you going out later?" No, I have to report it. And I can use the question anymore. So we use reported questions to report that someone asked without using exact the same words. We can use to make report questions, we usually say asked or wanted to know. And now when we have yes or no questions, it means questions that start with an auxiliary like, "Are you going out later?" or "Do you like classical music?" When we have these kind of questions, we are going to report it using an if. For example, Matt asked me, and to introduce the question, you use if, and then you report it exactly the same way, but you just change the order so you don't have a question structure anymore. So this is present simple. You're going to use this into simple past. It's the same. But in this case, you're not using a question anymore. You have to change the order of the words. instead of saying where are you going, you say I, because the question is for you. If I was going out later. Okay, so yes or no questions, we use if, and as we can use an interrogative structure, we have to use an affirmative structure. Okay, so you just use the simple past, but in the order of an affirmative sentence. Now, do you like classical music? She wanted to know whether. You can use if or you can use whether, any of both. Okay, no problem with the difference. Whether, and then you start. He, this is simple present, so you change into simple past. Whether or if he liked classical music. And that's it. Okay, I don't know if I'm being clear with this. Is this clear? Do you get it?
50-50, teacher.
I'm sorry?
Yes, yes, Miss. Can you repeat, please? Is I'm so poquito, so a little
Yeah.
difficult, please.
Yeah, it's a little difficult. Okay, so when you have a question, okay, but it's a yes or no question. Remember yes or no questions? We usually answer them by saying yes, no, that's it. So these type of questions, when we report these kind of questions, we are going to add if or whether before. And then you again change the question or change the tense. If the question is in simple present, you change it into simple past. So both questions are in simple present. So we change them into simple past. But we don't use a question structure anymore. So we have to change the verbs. Okay, so this is a question. But when this is not a question, we use the subject and then the verb. Okay, so it would be like you are going out. Okay, so when we report it, Matt asked me if I, okay, because it's asking to the person, if I was going out. Okay, so this, you turn this into this, okay? But you have to use a positive structure, okay? So you have to start with the subject. Okay, you can say, if are you going out later? Or if where are you going out later? Because you can make a question. Okay? So in Spanish, no puedes hacer una pregunta en otra pregunta. Cuando reportamos preguntas, ya no podemos utilizar la estructura de la pregunta. Todo cambia a una oración afirmativa. I was, he liked. ¿Ok? Entonces, todas las preguntas dejan su forma de pregunta y se vuelven oraciones afirmativas. Empezamos con el sujeto y verbos. Solamente hay que identificar a qué tiempo verbal lo vamos a cambiar. Now, you can use if or whether, ¿ok? Es lo mismo utilizar if o whether, con cualquiera de los dos es lo mismo. Esto es solamente con preguntas de sí o no, o sea, preguntas que solo respondes yes, yes I did, no I didn't, yes I have, no I haven't. ¿Ok? Estas son las preguntas de yes or no. ¿Ok? Is it clearer? Or do you have any questions about it?
If in the case the answer, for example, in the close question, the yes or no, are you going late? How, because the answer in this case is positive, no?
No. We don't know the answer. The answer is not important. Okay, we're just reporting the question.
Yes, but the question is, are you going out late? O sea, you don't know if the person are going late or no.
Yes, you don't know. You just report the question. You don't know the answer.
Uh, uh, for that is you use if, like depends, no?
No. Every
Not
time you
necessary.
report a question, you have to add if or whether. Every time.
Okay, miss.
Yes, the answer doesn't matter because we don't know the answer. Okay, so it doesn't matter if we know or not know the answer. If we want to report a question, we have to add if or whether, any of both, okay? No, it's the same. Okay, is it clearer?
So, Miss,
Okay, it's kind of difficult, okay? So I will change the little things and then I'll post this so you have this and you can kind of try to study. Okay. Now, questions like information questions. You know, these questions always start with what, where, when, how, why. So these kind of questions, they are going to remain, they're going to keep the question word. And again, we continue with a positive statement. Nuevamente, nuestras estructuras se mantienen en afirmativo. A pesar de que las preguntas se hacen con la típica forma de pregunta, cuando lo reportamos, lo vamos a reportar siempre con una estructura positiva. No podemos reportar una pregunta como pregunta, ¿no? Yo no puedo decir, he wanted to know what time is it. No, lo tenemos que reportar como positivo. Pero en este caso nos dice que, no, he wanted to know, and we keep the question word. What time? Now, positive, it was, because we changed from simple present to simple past, but with a positive statement. Or where did you meet Mary? Yo asked where, past simple into past perfect, where I had met her, or where I had met Mary. As you can see, this is a positive structure, okay? Entonces, recordemos mantener una estructura positiva, pero seguimos con las mismas reglas de cambio, de pasado a pasado perfecto, en este caso, de presente a pasado perfecto, de presente a pasado, y así. Okay, I know it's a little bit complicated. Okay, but is it clear?
yes, Miss. Only we have
Okay.
to read to
Yeah,
practice.
I memorized. Yes, we have to memorize all the changes, all the time expressions. And these were no yes or no questions. They go with if or whether, and information questions just remain with the question word properly. Okay? Now, okay, so this is it. Now, remember, we don't keep the question, we dropped it, and we stay with a positive statement. Now, oh, sorry. I will change the answers so we can practice a little bit longer before we go. Just a moment, please. I will change the animations here. Sorry. Wait just a second. This one. Okay. Let's do this exercise before we go. So we have the first one. Okay, I will do. Let's do it all together. We have, where do you live? She asked me. She asked me, how do we report this? Using if or whether, or I keep where? Oh, this is all with question words. How do we report this? Where do you live? She asked me.
We keep where, Miss.
Yeah, we keep it because these are all question words. So she asked me where. Now change the question into a positive.
She asked me where I am living.
I lived. Yes, where I lived. Okay,
But I,
well done. Yes, from simple present to simple past. Where I lived. That's it. Now, number 2. When do the children sing? I asked Tom. I asked Tom. What else?
When the children sing,
But you have to turn into past. When the children.
song,
Yes, when the children sang. What did they build? I asked Paul. I asked Paul.
what,
What
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 they built?
what they built.
They built.
why they built,
Had built.
It's had built. Yes.
had
They
built.
had, remember, from simple past to past perfect. Number 4, who did you meet? Tina asked me.
Tina asked me who
Who?
I met.
Yeah, that's it. Who I had met. Okay. It's simple past to past perfect, remember? Who I had met. Number 5, when will you return? She asked me.
She asked me when I
Yes.
will.
Not will.
Well,
I would. Sorry, would
Yes. When I would return.
return.
Yes. Now, number 6, how will they find that book? Tom asked.
Don't ask how um would found that book.
Okay. They would find. Okay. We don't change find because you're using would. Okay. You just change will for would. Number 7, why will she leave so early?
I asked her why could
No,
she
why? No question.
why
Why she will?
why
Not
sorry
will.
yes why
She
she
would.
will no
Yes.
will
Would,
leave
yes.
sorry left sorry
So early, yes. Why she would leave so early? Now, question, what have you done? I asked him. I asked him.
Mm. Mm.
what had you done
Is what he
No.
had done.
I don't I had
Yeah, I asked him what he had done.
Had done.
Okay, yes. We have to lose the question, remember. What has she bought? I asked Tom.
What
What she had
what she
Had.
she
had had bone
Very well. That what she had bought. And finally, to finish, what have they said? She asked me.
she asked me what they
had
had
said.
said
Yes, very well. What they had said. Okay. So as you can notice, it's pretty much the same, from one tense to another, but we're losing the question forms. We're just using positive, positive, positive. So we change the order. Okay. You're doing great. It was better. So it is clearer. Yeah. Is it better to understand?
yes,
Yes?
miss.
yes
Eh,
teacher
Yes,
Okay,
miss.
we'll continue practicing so it's easier. I will upload the material. I have to make a little changes and organize it before I upload it. Maybe by the afternoon, I will upload all the material on week number 3 so you can already check and download and start practicing, okay? The rules are
Thank
just the
you.
same. Yes, I just changing some little things so it's clearer for you. Okay, that's all. See you again on Friday. On Friday, we're only staying 10 minutes, 10 more minutes, oh, until 9:20, and that's all. Okay, thanks for staying. Thanks for your attention. Goodbye. Have a great
Bye,
Wednesday.
Bye,
teacher.
everybody.
Bye,
Have
Thank
a
teacher.
good
you.
Take
day.
care.
Bye.
Bye, Miss.
See you on Friday. Goodbye. Take care.